Angela, hi.
Hi.
We're live.
I have a question for you.
Already? So soon?
Yes.
Okay, well, hit me up with your question then.
You know when you use like an app on your phone or something and then it sends you notifications that are like, oh, don't lose your streak of like using their fucking app every
Oh,
day?
yeah.
Do you find that very annoying?
Yeah, I get that on Reddit or whatever.
I
Erica
find
said
it,
hello. Hello, Erica.
hello. I think it's like, I get like irrationally upset about it.
You do?
Yes.
Uh,
Where I'm like, what do you mean a streak? Like, what do I owe you? I don't owe you going to your app every day so I don't lose my streak.
I had that on Reddit and I turned it off.
I'll even get like streak freezes where they're like, you didn't show up for a day, but that's okay. We got you. We're going to freeze your streak, but we're not going to do it another time. So you better be careful.
I think I first got exposed to that with Duolingo.
Yes. Yeah. They all do
I got
it now.
addicted to their streak.
You did?
Yeah, because it was like you're learning a language. So like the streak had consequences. It mattered. The more I learned, the more
It didn't have consequences though. That's how they got you. They just convinced you it did. It's just another one of those marketing.
Yeah, what's up? JC said, "What's up, homies?"
What up, homies?
What up, homies? Did you hear that?
I did. What was that? Should I go
break
check
and
that out?
enter? Break and enter? I don't know.
I think it was a sneeze, a dog sneeze. I'm going to keep listening.
Oh, nice. Tanner said that he went to the movies last
I know
night.
what that sound is.
And,
She's trashing the place.
all right, let me transition out. Sorry about that. Still getting used to the controls, people. Angela had to go take care of a strange sound in the kitchen. Oh, yay, that's so great. That's so good to hear, Delicate. So Tanner says that Fantastic Four is stepping up, and I love to hear it. Did you see Superman yet, Tanner? Because like I heard that's like George Martin's all up in that. I don't know if you've gone to see that yet, but man, you know, we don't go to theaters because we're COVID cautious, and it sucks because I miss theaters so much. It's the thing I miss the most probably. Because I don't even drink beers anymore. So, Angela's coming back. Suddenly, Angela's ready to be in the picture again as she saved the world from dogs tripping. Angela's back. Hello, Angela.
I'm back.
She's back. So, that is exciting. Delicate's dog is feeling better.
Oh, good.
Yes.
That's great news.
It's great.
Was it because
Great
of medical intervention or just ran its course?
Yeah. Maybe one of them pills. You know what I mean? Them poo pills. Ew.
What?
You know, to help the dog. Wasn't the dog having bowel issues?
We always like to hear when dogs are healing, feeling better,
Yes.
healthy and well and
That's the
happy.
good news. All right, let me quickly move over to.
I just got like one of the sales emails from a denim company.
Yeah.
And I just thought that it would be so funny if like all of the denim companies are like trying to ramp up their marketing like real fast because of the backlash from American Eagle. They're like, hey, in case you're still interested in some jeans that don't like, promote Nazi propaganda, like we're here.
What is up with that? So that's still falling out. There's still like backlash to that thing.
Well, people are discussing it online. I don't know. I mean, I'm obviously in very like insulated spaces online.
Yeah.
I really don't know how much of like
An impact it's actually
other
having.
regular people
Yeah.
who aren't in
Well, there was
these
that other
spaces
one too.
care
This
about
guy
it.
comes out and
A Dunkin' Donuts ad where he
Dunkin'
talks about how
Donuts.
he's got good jeans. Inexplicably.
Superior
has absolutely
jeans.
nothing to do with the ad.
what the fuck is
He
going
just
on?
talks about how he's got good jeans.
What is going on?
I know. It's really, really creepy.
making my hair stand up, man. I'm like, what is going on?
So I wonder if all the other companies that aren't interested in doing stuff like that are like, we must exploit this moment.
Yeah.
We're going to start seeing other ads that are like, have we told you how much we like brown people? Buy our jeans.
Right. Or just
know?
brown people in them would be nice. Start with that. Actually put them in the ads. Maybe pay them and everything.
Right.
Well, I don't know why that's happening. It's scary. It's weird. I hope it stops. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, it does. That's a problem. We just don't know about it.
I don't like the sense it makes then.
Because like you think these like huge corporations with these like giant publicity and marketing budgets are using firms that have like data testing and stuff. So there must be a reason. There must be a market for that kind of messaging.
Yeah.
Which is creepy.
You Keep Doing This is back. Hello, you keep doing this. How are you? Good to see you as always. So good to have you back. It's really nice. I hope you keep coming back. But obviously, if you got things to do, you got things to do. But we miss you. You're really fun. I love having you keep doing this around when we talk about legalese, because we're gonna do that a little bit today, because when we get to the main story, I don't want to jump into the main story right away, but
why not?
Because we have to accumulate stuff, and I got some side stories. We'll small talk our way in, but we're gonna be talking about it because Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively were face to face today
in her lawyer's offices.
In her lawyer's offices.
In her deposition.
It's so interesting too because, well, we're going to wait. The reason we're going to wait is because I'm just going to get through my thumbnail.
Why are we waiting? Let's talk about it.
We're going to get through my thumbnail, then we get through my saved. This is the structure of this live.
Rules?
Yes.
Lame.
We adhere to the rules. Well, this just, just warm up, get our energy going.
Let's do it. Fine. We'll do it your way.
Colbert's ratings have soared. He's having Kamala Harris on, by the way. I guess you said she's promoting a book. She wrote a memoir.
She didn't. It's a memoir, but it's very specifically about how she ran a presidential campaign in 107 days. That's the title of it. 107 days.
Is it how to? Because that would be hilarious.
I'm sure that there's a lot of hijinks.
I'm sure
it was like bonkers. I'm sure it was awful and funny. And I read her when she first ran for president. I just read all of the memoirs that all of the candidates had written, and hers was good. So this one's probably going to be good. I'm not going to read it.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I'm not interested in that stuff anymore.
If it says something like how to, and it was like as thin as like how to write a screenplay in 21 days. So if it was like fucking 57 pages or whatever.
Oh no,
98 pages.
It's a big book.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's interesting if you're interested in like a political, high stakes, strategic, whatever this like big political party as a corporation type content. I bet it's awesome.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, people who read politics will, especially who read politics from the left, will read the shit out of that.
Sorkin is probably going to read that book. It's probably going to get adapted into something even fictionalized.
Right.
Because running a presidential campaign in 107 days
is drama.
Is absolute, totally.
Mayhem and drama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. And then put on a face. And you got to put on a face the whole time.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Rough.
Colbert's ratings are soaring. I fantasized, of course, like that, Paramount would be like, as soon as the deal is completely done. And I don't know if maybe that's already happened. I haven't been following it.
Oh, if they bring him back.
They'd be like, you know what? Since the ratings are doing so well, we resurrect thee.
We didn't tell you because we weren't sure, but it's a rebrand. So we're just going to call it the Colbert Night or something.
Yeah, no, they'd have to bring back the old brand. The whole point would be preserving the heritage of the show, because this show was born out of this,
But they could just do a take backsies. Why not?
That's what I'm saying. Like, wouldn't that be hilarious? Oh, Trump would be pissed, bro. Steam. I would love it.
He's pissed about everything.
I want it for that reason alone. I don't actually watch Colbert. I never.
It might be a gift for him to be pissed about something to further distract people from the really bad news. He's very eager to find a distraction. I'm sure.
I don't watch a lot of this. I don't watch a lot of political comedy shows or whatever. I mean, I can find them amusing, but there is nothing fun about American politics. There is nothing even amusing about it.
There used to be
hive causing. It is the most stressful thing I've ever experienced in my life.
Well, it used to be really entertaining when the Tea Party first showed up, and we were like, look at these kooks. And it was kind of like a classical case of not recognizing the monster when it's little.
Yes.
And just letting it completely balloon out of control.
For sure.
Because we're just not a serious country. The
old give an inch, take a mile sort of situation there.
Yeah. So
I find politics today to be really rough on the nerves. In fact, until we followed that first Trump election, we followed all that, and that almost broke me, dude. That whole into the election itself, and
yeah, I take responsibility for that because I had just moved from from Los Angeles, where I had a really like vibrant social life and was doing a lot of like community. I don't know, like I belong to a time bank. I used to do like services for people for free in my community. Like I was really like into volunteering and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then we moved to the South right before the election, where
Yeah.
Trump was elected. And I really thought that I was going to jump into Southern politics, you know, and like try and help however I can and like get into community here. Turns out that was not the vibe. But I kind of screwed up because I was like, I brought that self into this and like was really interested in learning everything I could as fast as possible. And
Yeah.
it was really damaging to the mental health. Because it's a completely different animal, you know, when you're living in like Southern California, you're really, really shielded from this stuff. So you can have really strong opinions, you fully knowing that they don't really affect you as harshly as they would in a red state.
I'll tell you what, I was looking at, since we're going to dabble in this here, I was looking, just happened to yesterday come upon a severe, like a drawn map of the gerrymander in California. It is so bad. The gerrymander in California is so bad. It's like, it looks as bad as any gerrymander I've ever seen in my life.
That's funny.
And it's like, and if you look at it, it's just like painted blue, right?
Mm-hmm.
The state is just painted blue. The gerrymander map was shocking. I had no idea. You know, it's just like, it's so interesting how they, like, this is what I mean about like these guys
Nationwide,
slinging mud
I
back
know.
and forth.
Nationwide, we just have to cut that shit out. There's got to be like some sort of, I mean, nobody's going to do it anymore, right? Because everything's changed and
Yeah.
nothing works anymore. But ideally, you would have like a nationwide mandate, like maybe from the Supreme Court or something, that gerrymandering is no longer allowed and that you, I don't know who divides, I don't know who's responsible for dividing the
County
districts.
lines. Yeah, the districts, right?
The districts without political intervention from either side. I know that it was really funny because when they were trying to fight gerrymandering in our red state where we live, the people that were voting on whether to allow...
It's like we've connected back onto TikTok. Are you on the Wi-Fi?
No.
Oh my Lord! These technical issues are troublesome. Well, anyway, we look like we're live on
Yeah, it looks good to me.
YouTube, and it says that there's an excellent connection, so that's lovely.
Yeah,
I couldn't
TikTok
see.
too. You're
Yeah,
good.
I couldn't see any. All my data went blank for a minute there. It was kind of weird.
I think you're good.
Great. Well, glad to hear it.
So, Full Dark No Stars on TikTok said, enjoyed you on Gavel Gavel today.
What's that?
You know that podcast, Gavel Gavel?
I do. Yeah, that guy's got a really cool voice.
Full Dark No Stars on TikTok said, enjoyed you on Gavel Gavel today.
Me?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Gavel Gavel? What was I on Gavel Gavel for?
No, I guess we're going to have to tune in.
I was on Gavel Gavel?
I guess.
Why? Because I'm yelling at people?
Maybe.
I did not know. I did not know I was on Gavel Gavel today. No. I feel should I be flattered?
I don't know. I think we're going to
They
have
played your
to...
clip talking about that scene. Oh, no shit. That's crazy.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, why don't they have me on the show then? It was great. Oh, God. Why don't people call me? Call me. Call my agents. Call my people.
Well, that's so great. I hope that...
I'll definitely have a listen. I was just actually having we were just listening to them the other day. I was impressed by those guys.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I'm... Is all of their content paywalled? I'm
I don't know.
struggling
I'll pay for my own episode, though, if I'm on it.
Yeah.
I'm that vain. I mean,
We're
I'm not
about
the
to
most
get-
vain guy, but I'm that vain.
You should know that we're about to get a monster thunderstorm. See this?
We're about to get a monster thunderstorm. So we might get power outages because
We
we're
might
about to
lose our
we're about to
power.
get nailed. So if we do get power outages, much love. We apologize. And by the way, damn it, I didn't get my post up on TikTok, but I did get a post up on my YouTube Shorts today. Nice little clip from yesterday's live. Well, that's cool. I didn't know that. That's so interesting. You know, that's wild that little video had made a little difference.
Yeah,
there was
because-
another influencer. I'm not going to drop his name, but he's like a substantial in the space. 6-figure guy. Anyway, I contacted him because I learned some information about him that another person was spreading, like a really terrible rumor that I thought was more than likely not true. And so I reached out to him and said, hey, there's this other influencer dropping some pretty bad.
Like, just so you know, somebody's saying some nasty things about you.
Yeah, saying some really shitty things about you. Really shitty things. And he was very kind, and he, very glad to hear that, that somebody was kind of having his back a little bit there. But anyway, what was funny about it was that he was like, now this has happened to me before, but in a different way, and it's very uncomfortable. But he was like, oh, when, because you had actually reached out to him originally, and he was like, oh, when your wife reached out to me, she said that it was Dale Wheatley, but I didn't know it was the Dale Wheatley. Now, the last time I heard somebody say that, and it was I'm not trying to like get real here, dude.
It is super weird to hear that,
yeah,
right?
That's a fucking weird thing to hear. You don't want to hear that.
Because you're like, I'm not famous. Like,
there's nothing about me that the belongs, there's no reason for that kind of talk.
We would like for you to be famous and have a reputation for being, the Dale Wheatley, the one and only.
Yeah.
But it's so strange for people to be.
But the guy who did it before was a guy who like ended up like he was a weird dude. He was like, oh, you mean the Dale Wheatley? Like he was telling me this story about how somebody
I think he was just trying to flatter you because he wanted something from you.
It was weird. The whole thing was weird. It felt weird. It felt like a manipulation, whatever. So when he said that, I was thinking like he was thinking about Don's Plum, but he was not. He was like the Dale Wheatley, and I was like, oh yeah. Well, I was like, I got this little. He was like, no, I'm not talking about you. He's like, I've just learned that you were this, what film you did. He's like, but when this case broke, you did some lives and you made some videos, and we all tuned in, and you kind of educated us on how to speak about what goes on the set.
Bro, this is what I wanted from the beginning. Like, you're a filmmaker. You have really great insight. Everybody else that knows about how movies are made in Hollywood is too busy to spend any time educating the rest of us.
Right.
So I wanted to ask you because, I was like, okay, well, what do you think about this dancing scene from the perspective of a guy who has filmed similar scenes? Like, what is it that we're missing? What is the context? I thought it was really insightful that you said that you understood that she was directing him and that she was doing a really good job. I think the more I've watched that video, the more I've recognized it as him denying her simple requests for space over and over again. But
dude, I couldn't stand the finger in the mouth bit.
There's no reason to do that.
And it made the cut.
Yeah,
Isn't that funny?
It did.
It made her cut, essentially. It made her cut. But I couldn't stand it. And I'm sure she didn't at the time. And by the way, it was funny because that came back at me in terms of like people making comments about it. They were like, it's in the movie, right? And I was like, yeah, so's Jenny Lewis doing H.
He could have not put his finger in her mouth, and it might have made the scene just fine. Like it's not like.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is because it made the cut doesn't make it right. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that Jenny Lewis, that her doing H in Don's Plum is in the movie. It wasn't a great moment as filmmakers for us, in my opinion.
Yeah, it wasn't planned.
No, it wasn't planned. It was like
super dangerous.
Super freaking dangerous, dude. I didn't even know what laws we were actually breaking, but we had to be breaking something because there's no way we're supposed to allow this, right? But we did. We put it on film. It's in the movie now. You can watch it. And and we're obviously not the first to do that. It's not, so controversial. It's not like we broke ground.
Do you hear that storm?
There is a storm hitting us right now that is almost scary. Something wicked this way comes.
That's true. I feel like we should be telling like scary stories instead of talking about the news. Well, so okay, what else is on your agenda today? Because
anyway,
I really want to.
So cool.
I'm very eager to get to the Baldoni and Blake Lively deposition today.
The Baldoni and Blake Lively.
You said you wanted to talk about some other things first.
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry. Yeah, let me whip through it because we might go, since we might get knocked out here because we're getting, pummeled by a climate change.
Stormy.
Okay, because it has been a stormy summer, don't you think?
Yes.
So I was surprised to learn that Ben Affleck and Matt Damon had a Hulk Hogan movie. They had a Hulk Hogan movie, and they killed it after he died.
They unalived it?
They unalived the movie. It's not going to happen. And so, I couldn't help but sit there and think, what?
Well,
I mean, they heard what the fucking guy said, bro. Like everybody in the world heard that call or that, I guess it wasn't a call. I don't know what it was, but it was a rant about with his daughter.
I'm sure that they were going to talk about it. I mean, I'm sure that was going to be featured in the movie. That was probably part of it.
I think Hulk Hogan was behind it.
Oh, really?
The movie, yeah. I think it was with Hulk Hogan.
Oh.
I mean,
It doesn't seem
if
like
it was that, if it was like a raw look at him, then they're fools for letting it go.
Yeah.
If they're gonna like be like, here's the real Hulk Hogan.
Maybe they'll just make a, Macho Man, Randy Savage movie instead.
Anyway, I was really shocked to hear that
That's
it
what
was
the people want.
right. Word.
Did
Dude.
you want to see the Iron Claw? That's a pro wrestler movie.
Well, I don't know what that is. Is it about the actual claw? Do you know who I'm talking about? The claw. He always had like drooly lip, bottom lip, and it was always shiny and drooly. And he would like walk at you, and he'd be like, the claw, and they would like make that sound, and then he was like, and then he'd put the claw on you, and you would just be debilitated. You'd be on your knees.
Adorable.
It was so painful. We would do it to each other as kids. The claw. You'd have to hold it with your own hand because you'd have to like some restraint.
Yes, Zac Efron was in The Iron Claw. It was a 2023 movie. It's on HBO Max. I've been enjoying these wrestler bios. I know it was fictionalized, but The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke, I thought that movie was amazing. So I'll watch this one, and I probably would have watched the Hulk movie too. But I wonder if he passed away and they like noticed everybody talking so much shit about him and all the various ways that everybody disliked Hulk Hogan, and they were like, maybe we should shelf this this property. Maybe this isn't going to go anywhere.
Yeah,
maybe that's not a smart business move.
Like.
They're like, wow, people really didn't like him. We were unaware.
Oh, bad guy. My bad. Dale and Angela says, you keep doing this, you should check out Robots, Dictators, and Voice Memos by Cold Fish Sticks. It's my kid. I'll check that out. That sounds fun.
Tell me this again. Say it again.
It's called, it's a podcast, and it's called Robots, Dictators, and Voice Memos. That's pretty great.
That's great.
Yeah. And I'm just not that clever. Too real. That's all I got. I'm a one syllable, 2-word kind of guy. One syllable per word, of course. I'm not stretching one syllable into 2 words. Is that possible? I guess you could if you're drunk enough.
I think I'm going to have to get a link on this because it's not showing up. That storm is so angry.
Jenna's here. Hi, Jenna. Yes, the storm. Oh, I tell you something wicked this way comes.
I don't think we're going to be online for very long, babe.
We'll see. So we're going to go until you guys, it's going to be so dramatic. You guys are going to have to wait until tomorrow to know if we made it.
They're like, either their power just went out or a tree crashed into their house.
I'm going to be like, I'll turn it into like one of those found footage type situations. I'll get it all dark and I'll be like, guys, it's us. We're barely hanging on. Angela's trying to get to the rations because she's the one small enough to squeeze through the rubble.
Bro, it's almost not funny because that's happening to a lot of people.
I know, it's frightening actually. I shouldn't make any fun of that.
Too soon.
Always too soon, really.
Wow.
Oh my God. Thor and his hammer. Okay, ex-Maroon bassist Mickey Mantle.
Maroon 5?
Ex-Maroon 5 bassist. And by ex, I mean that he got fired in 2020 because he was doing domestic V. And he got charged with domestic V. And what I learned today is this like extraordinary piece of shit. His wife confronted him because she had caught him texting inappropriately with teenagers. These fucking rock stars, bro. So yeah, it was like I don't want to say the word, I guess, because I don't want to get banned by all the, by everything. Are you with me?
Yeah, that's terrible.
And Jenna said, oh my God, the sky is angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting it.
Wait, so he's in the news for this?
So he's in the news, but here's what happened. She caught him and like said, hey, what the fuck is this? And he nearly beat her, like he battered her. He beat her.
Sounds like not a good person.
What? Like, I don't understand these fucking human beings, bro. I just don't
also
understand.
like getting confronted with something that you did that's bad and then like being angry at the person who just exposed you is really, really
That's what I think of it. It's exactly what I think of it.
Scary.
The gods are telling us.
I feel like we should dim the lights and start telling ghost stories.
Didn't what's his name have some kind of bad situation too? The lead singer, what's his name? The guy, Adam, whatever.
Yes.
Adam Levine.
I think that his was just a cheating scandal.
Adam Levine's got the worst voice in rock, I think. I mean, not the worst, meaning like he's not like talentless or anything, but I just don't know how people
I
can
don't know
handle,
that
handle
you're
it
right
for,
about
like,
that because he's extremely successful.
No, I get it. It's not fair for me to say. You're right.
But
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
It's too high. It's just too high for me. You know what I mean?
I mean, it can't be that because I love it when like Prince would sing falsetto.
Yeah, but he brings it up from this really deep, place. He takes it. He had this beautiful range and a totally different musicality, like not even close. Like Adam Levine kind of stays in that same octave. He's not going anywhere. Like even Taylor Swift, who has like an extraordinarily deep voice for a woman, I think. But she also she puts the range into it. That's what gives it all that great depth and feeling. And I think that they lack that. But they also seem to lack just general morals. Like just what the fuck, dude.
I bet they're really glad they kicked him out of the band now.
Well, no, they kicked him out for battery.
Yeah, but I can't believe that that wasn't a wake up call for him.
Anyway, I just want to bring it up just in case anybody out here is like fans of these guys and you don't know about this, because you might want to pay attention to it if you don't. So that you can.
Do you know more about the story? Like, is she okay?
I didn't. I read the first 3 paragraphs of the article to kind of just get my grips on what occurred. I know that she's not in the relationship anymore.
Oh, good for her.
She's out of the relationship.
Is she safe though? Like, did she have to go to the hospital?
Well, this was a while back, so yes, I believe that there was some kind of treatment involved, but I'm not. Again, I don't want to misquote anything.
It's a while back, and it's in the news now because what? There's like a civil lawsuit or charges brought against him, or what?
I think there were charges for the assault. I think he's dealing with them right now.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it's up on TMZ right now if you're curious about it. I know TMZ is kind of a shit site, but they do throw in some good bits of info along with their trash. So I do use them, I confess. Justin Baldoni, we can get onto that now just because I do worry whether or not we're going to make it through the night. So let's get
Don't
to the...
say it like that,
Let's get to the meat. Let's get
we're
to the
gonna
juice.
make it through the night.
Angela, you and me, we're going to get through this.
Okay, so...
It is terrifying, though. Like, you don't even know when a flash flood might hit or where it comes from or what. Well, we do know it comes from the north, but...
Yeah, it's... It hasn't been raining for days and days, so the likelihood that there's a flash flood just from one little storm is...
We're fine. We're just worried about power.
Yeah. So
it's hot,
Blake
too,
Lively
though.
was deposed today.
Blake Lively was
and just
deposed
to
today.
recap, she the judge sided with her argument that she gets to be deposed at her own lawyer's offices.
Yeah.
And she also was told in advance who would be in attendance.
Of course.
Because that was part of the judge's ruling. So it shouldn't have been a surprise today that Justin Baldoni attended her deposition.
No, if anybody, I saw one headline that was like, Justin surprises Blake with an appearance, and that's just not the case.
If he did surprise her, meaning that they didn't notify her that he was going to attend and then he showed up to witness the deposition, then that is in defiance of the judge's orders, and I just can't imagine that they would do that.
No, there's nothing like that.
That would be really, really foolish.
No, there's nothing like that going on, in my opinion. But let me tell you, well, first of all, this isn't uncommon.
No, in fact, I got some really great commentary about it from the helpful lawyers at the Baldoni Files subreddit.
And I, by the way, was also I was present for everybody's deposition on their side. Every single deposition that we took of them and their side of the story in my dispute, which is DiCaprio versus McGuire, for anyone who doesn't know. I'm sorry. Stutman v. DiCaprio, 1998, 1997, whatever it was. In that lawsuit, I sat for every deposition. I think, if you open up every deposition, it'll tell you who's present.
Yeah.
And you can, I think I was.
It's not just typed the lawyers state it, who the lawyer is, who they're representing that's in the room.
Yeah.
And
who
they're
parties.
representing, and then who is in the room,
and then any parties, yeah.
And that is recorded by the court reporter.
Correct.
People are asking, they're like, I feel like it shouldn't be allowed because of the nature of the allegations, that it's harassment and retaliation, that he shouldn't have been allowed to just be in the same room watching her deposition. And a lot of people explain that typically what happens is that the defendant isn't placed in the line of sight of the plaintiff so that she can talk directly to the lawyer that's questioning her, but that he is not allowed to make faces at her or do anything distracting, or he'll get scolded for doing that, and he's not in her line of sight, so she doesn't have to answer questions directly to him. Like, he's not seated right there, you know?
Yeah, we got the...
Was that your experience too?
Yeah, we got the exact same, like, talking to, you know?
Were you guys seated, like, at the side of the table and not the end of the table?
So it was like a long boardroom table.
Uh-huh.
And then across from Leo was the videographer. And then immediately to one side of the videographer